What's up? It's Monday night. No Monday Night Football. We're Monday Night NBA, breaking this down for No House Advantage and their pick'em contest where you can hit up to $5,000 tonight. Give us a like, subscribe, keep up with all of our shows, our DFS offers, our giveaways. Once you do subscribe, hit that notification button. That'll give you alerts when our shows go live. And don't forget that almost all of our content is available in podcast form. So you can bring us on the go, help us out, leave a 5-star review on your platform of choice. So again, $10 entry tonight, $5,000 to first place. Something we often see on No House Advantage is a lot of overlay. We like overlay. Take advantage of overlay. Last night, everyone's all into the NFL. The contest only filled 77%. So that's some nice overlay to take advantage of when you see it. I'm kind of curious how tonight goes, right? Because we don't have Monday Night Football. We do have the College National Championship game. So does the NBA No House Advantage? Do we see some more overlay tonight? I think it'd be interesting to watch. Keep an eye on that before lock. I like to check in about 15 to 20 minutes before and just see where things are at. As far as the slate goes for the NBA, 6 games in all. A couple of good ones, too, at the Bucks visiting the Knicks. You got Giannis at the Garden, Bulls Celtics, Lakers Nuggets. Just a few of the games that we're looking at here. So let's start with the Lakers and one LeBron James. 4.5 assists is the line that we're looking at here. He's had at least 5 assists in 10 straight games. So we're looking at the over. 6.1 is the projection. You can see our free projections for No House Advantage over at Stokastic.com. We're giving this an 80% chance of being over. And I always love to see the consistency. We don't need LeBron James to have 20 dimes tonight. We just need him to get to 5. And you want to see that he's been doing that consistently of late. He's been doing it consistently all season as well. LeBron has reached 5 assists in 83% of the games that he has played thus far this season. This seems to be a pretty easy one to get on. Assists is not my favorite category to play. I prefer to look at points plus rebounds plus assists or points. I think they're a little easier to project than when you're talking about, the difference between 4 assists or 5 assists swinging where you end up in a contest. But if you have a line that's 80% and a guy who's been doing this consistently game after game after game, there's not a whole lot that appears to be changing for the Lakers tonight. Those are all things that line up that make me say, okay, LeBron James over on assists, boom, we're going to hit this one. If you haven't played on No House Advantage before, what are you waiting on? You could use the link below, a $100 deposit match. So you put in $100, they're going to give you $100 to play with. A couple ways to play at No House Advantage, which makes it fun as well. I personally like beating other people, so I like the pick'em contest where you could try to hit the big money. Again, $5,000 for first place, just a $10 entry. You could also play versus the house, where you take some props, you put them together. You can do 2 out of 2, 3 out of 3, whatever you'd like. It goes up to 5 out of 5. And if you hit 5 out of 5, you hit 20 times your entry fee, which you really don't see elsewhere. That's a big number to be able to hit. So be sure to check that out as well. And we make it super easy for you over at Stokastic. As I mentioned, free projections for No House Advantage. You could go to NBA, scroll down, free data, No House Advantage, and we lay it out really nicely for you, both for the pick'em contest as well as for versus the house. We even have optimal lineups for you. So, let's say you do see overlay 10 minutes before lock and you want to put a bunch of lineups in, but maybe you can't manually do that in the time allotted. You can copy paste some Excel lineups right into No House Advantage, mass enter in that way. So a couple of different ways to play, a couple ways that we make it super simple for you over at Stokastic.com. Typically what you see is, a few big unders to hit on points plus rebounds plus assists. These are my favorites. These are the guys that are going to be in those 10, 9, 8-point spots. And it's all about playing time and opportunity. So it's something we got to watch during the day. But for example, Jalen Suggs of the Orlando Magic, 19.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. We projected for less than 12 points plus rebounds plus assists. Now, this is why. Suggs has only played 2 games since coming back from an ankle injury. He played 5 minutes in the first game, 15 minutes in the most recent. So, what do you expect? Maybe 20 minutes tonight, still well below the norm for him. So, the norm has him over 30 minutes, and that's where you end up with 19.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. If he plays 15 to 20 minutes, very difficult for him to get there. In fact, we have it at a 99% under. I think what'll be worth watching with Suggs, just make sure he's not in the starting lineup. He's not expected to be in the starting lineup, but if he is, that's where he can reach this number and where maybe you see a significant jump in his minutes. Again, that's not the expectation, just something to watch. It will be a little tough to pivot because the Magic are playing in the last game of the night, but Suggs under 19.5 seems relatively safe, again, as long as he is not in the starting lineup, which he is not expected to be tonight. Zach Collins of the San Antonio Spurs, kind of a similar deal here. 25.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. We have it as a heavy under. Another one you're going to be want to watch that injury report. Does Jakob Poeltl return? He's expected to. He's probable tonight. And this is the whole thing with Collins. With Poeltl out last game, Collins had one of the best games of his career. He played 34 minutes and had 35 points plus rebounds plus assists. That was against Boston. So he could get there if he starts, if he plays a lot of minutes, but that is certainly not the norm, and his minutes will go way down if Poeltl is able to return tonight. For example, the previous game, he played 15 minutes instead of 34 and had 15 points plus rebounds plus assists instead of 35. So things change pretty drastically depending on whether Collins is in the starting lineup. And again, Poeltl is probable for tonight, so it's expected that Collins' minutes will go down to a normal amount. Be sure to check out Lineup Generator over at Stokastic.com. Makes it super easy to put together lineups for DFS contests. You can tailor it for cash contests if you're looking to double up, or for the GPPs where you're looking to take down the big scores. You could kind of play it out and determine your risk tolerance and how contrarian you want to be. And you could control all of that. You could swap players in and out. A lot of fun functionality and tools that are part of it. It'll save you a lot of time as opposed to hand building lineups. And that is included when you sign up for our DFS packages over at Stokastic.com. Really powerful tool. Looking elsewhere for No House Advantage, let's go to Doug McDermott. Kind of similar situation with the Spurs. 21.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. We have him projected for under 14. The injuries aren't as big a deal for McDermott. He's been right around 20 minutes of late, but he hasn't reached 22 points plus rebounds plus assists. That's what gets him to the over in almost a month. December 19th was the last time he did it. So that's 10 straight games he's been under. And the last time he did it was against Houston. So, that barely counts. He'll be dealing with Memphis tonight. Much different opponent. So, again, get under on some of these guys. And there are other players that you'll see when you look at our free projections over at Stokastic.com with the points plus rebounds plus assists where they just don't have the playing time opportunity to reach them. Very easy to get under. You can fill up about half your lineup with these guys, and they're all relatively safe as long as nothing changes between now and game time, which we know things will. So keep an eye on it, and it'll be updated all throughout the day. Best of luck tonight.